welcome back again to my channel. It's your girl Rachel, and as you can tell by the title down below, I'm going to be talking about being responsible. I've recorded this over like 20 times. Okay, so I'm going to be talking about being responsible. So being responsibility means or being responsible, I believe, involves you contributing to an occurring event due to decisions or actions that you made which led to that event in the first place. So when the outcome is positive, people always tend to, rush to take responsibility because the outcome is positive or whatever. However, when the outcome is negative, people tend to run away from it, or people tend to, just leave it as it is and not do anything about it or not take responsibility for it. I believe that the same way you take responsibility when the outcome is positive is the same way you should take responsibility when the outcome is negative. Oftentimes, I feel like people relate being responsible or associate being responsible to negative stuff, so they are more on the negative spectrum when it comes to taking responsibility. Taking responsibility is different from taking the blame. So taking the blame or blame is like you've done something wrong intentionally, and you're just pushing it on someone else, or you want someone else to take the fall. So a scapegoat basically. But being responsible is that you've done something wrong. Fine, you know you've done something wrong. You accept your mistake and you try to rectify it with the help of other people, or if you can do it by yourself as well, you try to rectify it. Being responsible doesn't make you less of a person. Taking the blame doesn't make you look like you're not taking the blame, or pushing the blame on someone else doesn't make you bigger. Do you know what I mean? When you take responsibility, it shows that you are confident, and it shows that you are confident that you'd be able to rectify whatever has happened, and that you want to learn, you actually want to find a way forward. That's what I think being responsible means. Being responsible doesn't only have to do with, you've done something wrong. You need to be responsible in every single aspect of your life. For example, when it comes to your education, when it comes to your learning, you have to be responsible with that as well. Because if you're responsible and if you work diligently, you'll be able to achieve whatever you want to achieve in terms of your education. People downplay this as well, but you also have to be responsible even in your house when it comes to domestic stuff. When you're asked to help to do something, or when you're asked for help to do something, you need to be, take it seriously and do something with it. Because at the end of the day, you're going to be living in your own house at some point, and you wouldn't be expecting someone to come over, or you wouldn't be expecting your mom to come over to clean your house for you when you live in your own house. You need to be able to do stuff for yourself. So being responsible, there is that as well. And I also believe that responsibility also plays a big part in terms of your spiritual growth with God as a Christian. You you cannot grow spiritually when you're not responsible, because when you're responsible and you always try to learn from your mistakes, you always succeed. When you try to be responsible as a Christian, you always take the things of God seriously. You always take whatever comes out from his word, or whatever comes out from whoever tells you the word of God seriously. You always try to find out more about God. You always try to build a stronger connection with God when you become a responsible Christian. Do you know what I mean? But if you're not responsible in terms of your spirituality, things will come your way, or the word of God may come your way, and you choose when and as and when you want to take it, and as and when you want to use it, and as and when it applies. Do you know what I mean? However, when you're responsible, when the word of God comes to you, you use it in your daily life. It becomes a part of you. You walk with it. You cannot grow spiritually also when the little things that God has asked you to do through his word, you're not doing them. You have to be responsible. So for example, paying your tithe, offerings, loving other people, showing love to other people, all those little things in the Bible that God says to do. If you don't do them, or if you don't perform them, how do you expect yourself to move forward? How do you expect yourself to grow spiritually? You need to be responsible also as a child of God and also as a believer. It is very, very important, because that will drive you as well to grow spiritually, to want to create a stronger bond with God. Being responsible should apply to every single aspect of our lives as human beings, to every single aspect of our lives. Because if we are responsible, we become diligent in everything that we do. We take everything seriously. We assess ourselves. We assess every decision that we make. We properly think about something before doing it when we are responsible. However, if you associate being responsible to something negative, or if responsibility comes to you as something negative, or if you're more on the negative spectrum, you are not going to be able to move forward, because you see taking responsibility as something bad, and that people are going to look at you in a different way, and that you're going to be judged if you take responsibility. You shouldn't think about all of that. Block your mind from all of that. If it's something that you planned and it went wrong, and it didn't come out as how you wanted it to come out, it's fine to take responsibility. Take responsibility for it. I feel like it will show that you're more confident rather than running away from it, because when you run away from it, people are still gonna talk. When you take responsibility, people are still gonna talk. So why can't you just take responsibility for your actions and just roll with it? I feel like every human being should be able to do that. It is very, 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 very important to take responsibility for your actions. That is the way forward. One thing that taking responsibility does for you is that it improves your relationship with other people as well. I don't know, I feel like you gain a lot of respect from other people when you take responsibility for your actions, because people know that if things are to go wrong, people are able to trust you, because they know if things are to go wrong, you won't run away from it, you won't back away from it, you will take up responsibility. You will accept that you did something which made everything go wrong, or which made everything go south, and you're ready to work on yourself to improve that. Do you know what I mean? People will always know that you are brutally honest about certain things. However, if you run away from it, no one would want to associate themselves with you. That's how I see it. I don't know about other people, but that's how I see it. So yeah, this is all I have for today, guys. I believe that taking responsibility is very, 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 very important right now in this current situation. I know that everyone is a bit, but it would be nice to sit down and actually rethink, assess yourself, assess your life, see where you're not being responsible, see where you are not taking up your responsibilities as you should in your walk with God, in your daily life. Just look back on it and try to take responsibility and see, because I feel like it will bring a lot more benefit than it would losses. So I hope you guys enjoyed my video. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. Oh, hold on. Share this, okay? Share this to everyone. To your mom, to your dad, to your granddad, to your grandma, to your aunties, to your cousins, to your future, I don't know. Share it to everyone, like I always say. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. Yeah, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.